Verbs are the hearts of English sentences. There are three types of verbs: action verbs, linking verbs, and helping verbs. Action verbs are words that express action: give, eat, walk, etc., or possession, have, own, etc. Action verbs can be either transitive or intransitive. How to recognize a verb? As you can see from the examples above, one clue to help you recognize a verb is its location compared to the subject. Verbs almost always come after a noun or pronoun. These nouns and pronouns are referred to as the subject. Mark eats his dinner quickly. Mark is a noun and verb is coming after a noun. We went to the market. Went is a verb and it is coming after a pronoun. You write neatly in your notebook. You is a pronoun, write is a verb, and verb is coming after a pronoun. They thought about all the prizes in the competition. Thought is a verb and it is coming after a pronoun. Here are some other ways to recognize verbs in a sentence. If you are not sure if a word is a verb, ask yourself, can I do? Can I think, wonder, walk, yawn? Yes. So these are verbs. You can also ask what is happening. In the sentence, Mark eats his dinner quickly. What is happening? Eating is happening. So eating is a verb. Eating is a verb. In the sentence, they thought about all the prizes. What is happening? Thought is happening. Thinking process is happening. So thought is the verb. Are you getting? Getting is also a verb. A verb is a doing word that shows an action, an event, or a state. A sentence may either have a main word, a helping word, or both. In other words, a verb is a word that informs about an action, an existence of something, or an occurrence. The verb is the main word in a sentence. No sentence can be completed without a verb. The word verb derived from the Latin word verbum. In fact, without a verb, full thoughts can't be properly conveyed, and even the simplest sentences. When learning the rules of grammar, school children are often taught that verbs are doing words, meaning they signify the part of the sentence which explains the action taking place. He ran away. Ran is a verb. She eats chocolate cake on Sundays. The horses gallop across the fields. Ran, eats, and gallop are the action parts of those sentences, thus, they are the verbs. Action verbs. Action verbs indicate what the subject of a sentence performs, what the subject of a sentence is doing. Action verbs can make the listener or reader feel emotions, see scenes more vividly and accurately. Action verbs can be transitive or intransitive. What is transitive? A verb which is followed by an object is called transitive, and a verb which is not followed by an object is intransitive. Verbs, lexical. Lexical means main or full verbs. Auxiliary, helping verbs. Further, we will divide lexical verbs into transitive or intransitive, and auxiliary, primary auxiliary, and modal auxiliary. Transitive, monotransitive, ditransitive, complex transitive, and reflexive, ambitransitive. Primary auxiliary: be, have, do. Modal auxiliary will, would, can, could, may, might, shall, should, must, ought to. Types of verbs. Transitive verbs. Transitive verbs must have a direct object. A transitive verb demands something, someone to be acted upon. A transitive verb expresses action and needs a direct object to receive that action. Example, Alice sees the candle. Sees is a transitive verb. Why? Because it is followed by an object, the candle. Alice sees the candle is an example. Sees is the lexical verb of the sentence and is transitive. The candle is the direct object because it receives the action. I painted the car. Painted is a transitive verb because it is followed by an object, the car. The verb paint demands an object to be painted. She is reading the newspaper. Newspaper is an object and reading is a transitive verb. The verb read asks the question, what is she reading? The answer is the object. Transitive verbs are always followed by an object. That's why they are called transitive verbs. Intransitive verbs. Intransitive verbs do not act upon anything. They may be followed by an adjective, adverb, preposition, or another part of speech. Intransitive verbs express action but don't affect a direct object. If you say Alice cooks, cooks is the lexical verb, it is intransitive. Cooks does not need any object. That's why it is intransitive. In intransitive verb, we don't need an object. It is intransitive because it does not involve a direct object. Example is she smiled. It is intransitive. The verb smile cannot have any object since the action of smiling does not fall upon anything or anyone. I wake up at 6 a.m. No object is needed for this verb. That's why it is intransitive. Note, subject plus intransitive verb is sufficient to make a complete sentence, but subject plus transitive verb is not sufficient because transitive verbs demand a direct object. Transitive verb needs an object and intransitive verb does not need an object. Work can be divided into finite verb and non-finite verb. Finite verb, principal verb, linking verb, auxiliary verb. What is a finite verb? Verbs which have the past or the present form are called finite verb. A non-finite verb is a verb that is not finite. Non-finite verbs cannot perform action as the root of an independent clause. Most non-finite verbs found in English are infinitive, participle, and gerund. Finite verbs are the actual verbs which are called the roots of sentences. It is a form of a verb that is performed by or refers to a subject and uses one of the 12 forms of tense and changes according to the number person of the subject. Alex went to school. Subject is Alex, performed the action in the past. This information is evident only by the word went. That's why it is a finite verb. Hamid plays hockey. Plays is, is an indication of finite verb because it shows the tense, simple present tense. He is playing for Pakistan. He is one of the best players. Here the word is directly refers to the subject itself. He is playing, this is simple present continuous tense. Participle. Non-finite verbs are not actual verbs. They do not work as verbs in the sentence, rather they work as nouns, adjectives, adverbs. Non-finite verbs do not change according to the number person of the subject because These verbs, also called verbals, do not have any direct relation to the subject. Sometimes they become the subject themselves. The forms of non-finite verbs are infinitive, gerund, and participle. Participles become finite verbs when they take auxiliary verbs. For example, Alex went abroad to play. Infinitive. Playing cricket is his only job. Present participle. Playing cricket. It's a present participle. I have a broken bat. Past participle. What is participle? Participle is the form of a verb, ing form of a verb which acts as an adjective in the sentence, that is called participle. Cricket is noun and playing is describing the cricket. That's why it is used as an adjective in the sentence. That's why it is called present participle. I have a broken bat. Bat is noun and broken is an adjective. That's why it is used as a past participle. Walking is a good habit. Walking is a gerund. What is gerund? Ing form of a verb which acts as a noun in the sentence, that is called gerund. A linking verb adds details about the subject of a sentence. In its simplest form, it connects the subject and a complement. That is, the words that follow the linking verb. It creates a link between them instead of showing action. Often, what is on each side of a linking verb is equivalent. The complement redefines or restates the subject. Generally, linking verbs are called be verbs, which are am, is, are, was, were. However, there are some other verbs which can work as linking verbs. Those verbs are act, feel, remain, appear, become, seem, smell, sound, grow, look, prove, stay, taste, turn. Some verbs in this list can also be action verbs. To figure out if they are linking verbs, you should try replacing them with forms of the verbs. If the change sentence makes sense, that word is a linking verb. The sky became dark. In this case, became is the linking verb because it connects the description dark to the subject. She appears ready for the game. She is ready for the game. Appears is connecting she with 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 the word ready. The food seemed delicious. The food was delicious. You look happy. You are happy. Helping verbs. As the name suggests, helping verbs help or support the main verb. We are learning about helping verbs. Are helping verb, learning main verb. We are in the greenhouse club. Are helping verb. You should complete the work by tomorrow. Should is a helping verb. Complete is a main verb. Are and should are helping verbs because they are helping the main verb. In this sentence, complete is the main verb, and in the previous example, in is the main verb. State of being verbs, linking verbs. State of being verbs state that something is. State of being verbs, also known as linking verbs. Linking verbs explain a link between the subject of the sentence and a noun or adjective being linked to it. Examples are: the flowers are bright. Are is linking the flowers with its brightness. Diamond is the hardest substance. What is the hardest substance? Diamond. Is a linking verb because it is connecting diamond with its quality, hardest substance. I feel scared. Who feels scared? I. Feel is linking I with the scared. Dynamic verbs. Dynamic verbs express action, explode, boil, and go are all dynamic verbs. For example, John's cake exploded. Here, the verb explode was an action that the cake was able to physically perform. Static main verbs. Static verbs describe a situation or state rather than an action. Prefer surprise and include as static verbs. For example, the exploding cake surprised John. In this sentence, surprise describes how the cake affects John more than what it physically does. Regular and irregular main verbs. Lexical verbs fall into two categories, regular and irregular. The difference between them is the way their endings change. When they become past tense, regular verbs in the past tense often end with ed, irregular verbs do not. In the sentence, she looks in the mirror, the main verb looks is a regular verb. The past tense of look is looked. So in the past tense, the sentence would read, she looked in the mirror. Regular verbs are those verbs which ends with ed. Look, looked, looked. Talk, talk, talked. But irregular verbs are those verbs which does not end with ed. They had a different word. On the other hand, buy is an example of an irregular verb. It undergoes irregular spelling changes in its past tense. It does not end with ed. The past tense of buy is bought. You could say she buys a mirror in the present tense. The past tense would be she bought a mirror. Bought is quite different from buys. Similarly, go, the first form of go is go, but the second form is went. She went, go, went, gone. This is the example of irregular main verb. Not all irregular verbs undergo a change in spelling in the past tense. For example, the verb cut stays the same in all tenses. There are two kinds of verbs in the past tense. Regular verbs, love, loved, watch, watched, post, posted, eat, ate. It is it is an example of irregular verb. Eat, ate, go, went. What is the difference between a lexical verb and an auxiliary verb? Both are types of verbs. Since a verb is a main part of a sentence, the difference in these two types of verbs is significant. One type of verb shows word meaning or content, and the other type shows grammatical meaning. Lexical verbs are the main verbs or action words in a sentence. They can show the subject's action or express a state of being. They fall into several categories: transitive, intransitive, linking, dynamic, and static. A lexical verb shows the action, occurrence, or state of being going on in a sentence. This signifies that lexical verbs are content words or words that are essential to the meaning of a sentence. They provide vital information about what is happening. Because of this, these verbs generally start out a verb phrase. Most verbs fall into this category. For example, he went to the store. Went is the lexical verb showing what the subject did. It starts out the verb phrase went to the store. Clearly, lexical verbs do much of the heavy lifting in English. They provide the action. Intransitive and dynamic verbs explain what is happening to various direct objects. Transitive verbs and describe states of being static among their many duties. Learn the lexical verbs in English and you will master the very heart of what it means to speak and write the language correctly, effectively, and in an engaging manner. Auxiliary verbs are the category of verbs that are not lexical. This means their function relates more to the grammar rather than the information content of a sentence. Lexical verb tells you what the subject is doing, but auxiliary verbs, they are more related with the grammar. Sometimes they are called helping or helper verbs. These verbs usually are used with a main lexical verb that provides the content. The auxiliary verb is used to show the tense, voice, aspect, emphasis, or mood. For example, we have left the house. In this sentence, have is the auxiliary verb which indicates the present perfect tense, and left is the lexical verb, main verb, which shows content or meaning. Got it? Sentences can contain two or more auxiliary verbs. For example, she will have been gone by the time we get there. Will or have and been are a chain of auxiliary verbs. She will have been gone by the time we get there. Will have been are a chain of auxiliary verbs because they are helping verbs linked to the lexical verb gone. What is the lexical verb in this sentence? Gone is the lexical verb, main verb, and will have or and been, all these three are the auxiliary verbs and they are helping the lexical verb go. While a lexical verb provides content and meaning information, an auxiliary verb provides grammatical information. This is the main difference. Auxiliary verbs are not used alone, but lexical verbs may be. Both lexical and auxiliary verbs are important to the structure and sense of a sentence. Lexical verbs can exist alone, but auxiliary verbs, they always come along with the lexical verb. Auxiliary verbs are also called helping verbs, and auxiliary verb extends the main verb by helping to show time, tense, and possibility. I told you earlier, the auxiliary verbs are be verbs, have, and do. They are used in the continuous, progressive, and perfect tenses. Linking verbs work as main verbs in the sentence, but auxiliary verbs help main verbs. Do is an auxiliary verb that is used to ask questions, to express negation, to provide emphasis, and more. Alex is going to school. They are walking in the park. I have seen a movie. Don't waste your time. Please do submit your assignments. Basic forms of verbs. There are 6 basic forms of verbs. These forms are as follows. Base form, children play in the field. Infinitive, tell them not to play. To play is infinitive. Past tense, they played football yesterday. Played is a past tense. Past participle, I have eaten a burger. Eaten is a past participle. Present participle, I saw them playing with him today. Playing is a present participle. Gerund, swimming is the best exercise. Swimming is the gerund. Non-finite verbs. Gerunds, for example, cooking. The cooking lamb properly is a skill. Gerunds gerund is a form of verb which is used in a sentence as a noun, which is used in a sentence as a noun. Ing form of a verb which is used as a noun, that is called gerund, and that is non-finite verb. Participles. Present, for example, cooking. Past, cooked. Add some cooking oil. Ing form of a verb in a sentence which is used as an adjective. For example, oil is a noun and cooking is describing the noun. That's why it is used as an adjective. Serve the cooked food. Cook is past participle because it is describing the food. Helps with tense, I have cooked the food. Infinitives, for example, to cook. Adverb, heat the oil to cook the prawns. Find a recipe to cook prawns. It is used as an adjective. It is used over here as an adverb. He is a monster. He is a subject. Is a linking verb. Subject complement a monster. It's a noun. Describes. He looks stunning. Subject linking verb and stunning. Subject complement. Modal verbs. A modal verb is a kind of an auxiliary verb. It assists the main verbs to indicate possibility, potentiality, ability, permission, expectation, and obligation. The modal verbs are can, could, must, may, might, ought to, shall, should, will, would. Example, I may want to talk to you again. They must play their best game to win. She should call him. I will go there. May, must, should, will. These are the modal verbs. The infinitive form of a verb is the verb in its basic form. It is the version of the verb which will appear in the dictionary. Meanings existing in the dictionary, they are also called the infinitive verbs. The infinitive form of a verb is usually preceded by to run, to dance, to think. We plan to take a holiday. She decided to stay at home. But the meanings which are found in the dictionary, they are also called infinitive verbs, and most of you people don't know this thing. You must take a break. Take is infinitive form without to. Got it? The verbs let, make, see, hear, feel, watch, and notice are followed by object plus infinitive without to. They made me wait. Made is infinitive without to. I saw him slap the child. Saw is infinitive without to. I don't let my children stay up late. Let is infinitive. He made the student take a break. Take is infinitive form without to. Got it? There are two kinds of infinitives. One is followed by to. I have to take rest. But he made the student take a break. Take is over here. Take is also infinitive form but without to. Auxiliary verbs be, have, do, am, is, are, was, were, being, been, will be, has, had, having, will have, do, does, did, will do, help to express tense, mood, or voice. He had eaten the whole pie. He was snoring all night. That is tense, past perfect tense and past progressive tense. Mood, did it go well? Interrogative mood. Do try our tarts. Imperative moods. Voice, the pie was eaten by the dog. Passive voice. Thank you so much for your attention. Have a nice day. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.